Okay, so phrasal verbs. So it's a noun, a phrase which consists of a verb in combination with a preposition or adverb or both, the meaning of which is different from the meaning of its separate parts. Look after, work out, and make up for are all phrasal verbs. Okay? Look after, work out, and make up for. For example, workout is a synonym for the thing that you want to start doing.
To exercise.
Yes, exercise, right? Exercise, yes. Work out. Because if you separate the verb work, it has another meaning, right? It doesn't mean at all to do exercise. It means to do your job, something that you have to do. And out, it means to, I don't know, to get out of a place, right? Out. Or run out of gasoline is another phrasal verb. But yes, the separate parts have a different meaning than when you put them together. So we have look after, work out, and make up for. Make up for, it's a synonym to, maybe to correct in some sense. For example, in this sentence, he picked up his coat. Okay, we have the verb, the adverb, and we have the object, his coat. In this case, we have the verb, the adverb, but we don't have an object. Okay, for example, took, we have the verb took, and then of, the adverb. And then we have another type of phrasal verb that is the verb plus the adverb plus a preposition. We have got, the verb, the the preposition, on, well, here we have it with, in this case. Okay, so we have these three different types of phrasal verbs, but also if you go to the Raymond Murphy, you can see that you can separate sometimes the phrasal verbs, like in this case, right? We have I got on with my work, you have my work at the end, and also here you have it at the end. But sometimes you can have his coat here between the verb and the adverb. He picked his coat up. When you can do this and when you cannot do this, well, it's very simple. If you're going to use, for example, here, okay, if you are going to use a pronoun, okay, this is very important. If you're going to use a pronoun, it's going to be always in the middle, okay? In the middle, not at the end. You cannot say, I turn on it,
No.
okay? This will be a mistake, so be careful of that. If you are going to use a pronoun, remember that it's going to be always in the middle of the verb, and for example, the preposition, or if you are using an adverb, okay? But for example, if you are going to use a noun, in this case, my shoes, you can have it at the end, and you can have it in the middle, okay? But remember, if you are going to use, for example, here we have another type of pronoun, right? You cannot have it at the end. So that's very important for you to remember. That is
So
I think that the only rule.
both of them are correct. Take off my shoes and take my shoes off.
Yes, both of them are
Okay.
correct. Why? Because you are using a noun, right? A sustantivo in Spanish. But if you are using a pronoun, it can only be at the end. Okay?
Okay.
Perfect. So that is, I think that's the only rule about grammar. That's the only rule of grammar when using phrasal verbs. So remember that it's very important. You can see it in the workbook. It's 137, the unit. Phrasal verbs, the introduction, and it is the page, well, 274. So if you want to check the rules and make the exercises if you want to practice. Okay, but yes, that will be for phrasal verbs and the structure. These are the three different types of phrasal verbs, or the main ones. And then we can go back to the page very quickly to start doing the exercises. Okay, let me see. Okay, perfect. So number 2, in pairs, find phrasal verbs in the text about Michael Burnham with these meanings. Then answer the questions below. Okay, so we have these 8 sentences. For example, we have number 1, we have to find a phrasal verb in the text that has to be with live. leave a train, leave a bus, leave a ship. Okay. In this case, when you leave any of these means of transport, you can say got off. Okay, got off. Here we have it in past. Okay, you can also say it in present. Get off. Get off the bus because it's going in a different route than the one that you want to go. Okay, you can also use it. Phrasal verbs, sorry, also conjugates. Also conjugate. If you are going to tell something in past or present, you have to conjugate it. But yes, so in for number 2, you have to find a verb, sorry, a phrasal verb that has to be with feeling happy about something that is going to happen. Okay, going to happen. Sorry. So I think that this one is it's going to be a little bit difficult because you don't know a lot of phrasal verbs. But I want you to try, and if you find any trouble, you can tell me. Okay. I'm also going to give you 5 minutes. If you finished earlier, you can tell me, and we can start check. If you have any problems finding one, well, you can jump to the other, and if you have troubles like at the end you went back to find, I don't know, number 2, and still you don't find it, well, we are going to find it together. Okay, so remember that if you remember how the structure is of the phrasal verbs, you are going to be more able or capable of finding. So here you have the verb, and in this case you have the adverb, or can be preposition. Get on with all the school work, I've missed it. So yes, in this case it's get on. Oh, sorry, I moved. Okay, so perfect. Now we can check if we are correct. Number 2, we have feeling happy about something that is going to happen. So what do you have, Ita, for number 2?
Looking forward.
Looking forward. Perfect. Yes, looking forward. Remember that you can also use it in the past, right? I look forward, I don't know. I look forward when I was a kid to be an astronaut. Okay, remember that you can also conjugate it in past and present. I look forward to be a teacher, for example, in your case, Ita. So yes, perfect. Thank you. Very good. And also for number 3, what do you have, Ita? Make something become.
Make something become is start something into.
Perfect. Yes, start something into. Okay, start something into. This is the meaning that you are making. For example, I make Chris start into watching anime. What is the meaning of that? That now he's watching anime because I told him, well, I recommend him to do that, or I tell him that there are some very good animes that he can see. So yes, I make him now how do you call otaku, right? I make him an otaku. But yes, okay, thank you, Ita. Yes, for number 4, what do you have, Chris? Start a journey.
Start a journey I have set out.
Okay, perfect. Yes, set out. Yes, yes, perfect. When you're going to travel, I'm sorry, set put, set out. When you are going to travel, you can say, we are setting out to travel to Tololico. Sorry, what's the name of the beach again?
Atotónico.
Atotonilco, all right? So we are setting out to go to Atotonilco. So yes, when you are going to make a journey or a travel, you can use this phrasal verb, set out, set out. We are preparing, we are about to start a journey or a trip to some place. Yes, and for number 5, what do you have? Stopping doing something before you have completed it.
Giving up or give up.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Give up. Yes, remember that you can conjugate these phrasal verbs. Okay, thank you, Chris. What do you have for number 6, Ita? Continue.
Go on.
Perfect, this is go on. So in this case, we have go, that is an irregular verb as give. So the past will be went on, right? It went on. For example, this expression like he went on and on and on is when that this expression we use it when a person doesn't stop talking. He went on and on and on about, I don't know, maybe about this gossip of work, right? He went on and on and on. So this is like a fixed expression that you can only use in past because you are complaining of this person. He went on and on. The meaning of this is we have an equivalent in Spanish que es como no dejó de hablar de cierta cosa. He went on and on about something. Okay, but yes. Someone went on and on. Yes, okay, perfect. Yes. And for number 7, what do you have?
Take
action.
is deal with.
Perfect. Deal with. Yes. Deal with something or someone. Yes. So, and number 8, also for you, Ita, continue doing.
Get on with.
Get on with. Okay, okay. Yes. Get on with.